Courage is not getting an ESPY for your sexual orientation. Let me tell you what courage is. Courage is a single mom who realizes that her life is running out on her, and against all the opinions of her so-called friends and family around her, to go back to that man who has created half the problems just so she'll have shelter, but so she'll lose all her dignity. She goes against that, and that single mom says, I'm going to enroll in school. And I'm going to be a nurse one day, and I'm going to do things God's way. And I'm going to raise my children God's way. That's courage. That's an alien courage that deserves support. Don't you agree? Let me tell you what courage is. Courage is an 8-year-old child that's going to walk into some home after school all by himself, and he's going to face a 200-pound drunk father that's going to power up over him to such a degree that he'll wet the bed tonight. That's courage. And they need a voice. And they need somebody, when given the opportunity, to fight for their freedom. Nothing makes God smile than when you jump into the middle of one of those big fights. Jesus did it all the time. Jesus was the first to give women dignity in that culture. He was the first to give the scandalized dignity. He was the first to give children dignity in that day. And it's still needed today. Still needed today. John Eldredge says there's nothing so inspiring than to see somebody jump into the middle of a fight that he has no guarantee of winning. I don't understand why it works that way, but it still works that way. When you watch somebody get into one of those, it just makes the rest of us so much more enthusiastic about serving God. But that's how it works. Romans 4:17. I love the last part of Romans 4:17. It says simply, God who sees things that are not as though they already are. Isn't that great? If God sees things in the horizon that have not even happened yet, don't you think He can take care of you? Don't you think He'll adjust your family if you just simply surrender everything?